Not only in hip-hop, but also in business and show business in general, Diddy was a very powerful person, especially in the 1990s and 2000s. But in the last 2 months, 4 women have sued him, saying he sexually abused them and got away with it for decades because of his power and wealth. In their claims, some of which are very graphic and upsetting, they say that Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs but goes by the stage names Puff Daddy, Puffy, and Love, raped them and forced some of them to have sex with other men as part of a trafficking scheme. People are once again paying attention to long-running claims of violence against Combs. As a result, some brands have cut ties with him, and Hulu recently canceled his planned reality show. CASSIE, a musician who dated Combs and was signed to his record label, filed the first lawsuit in November. She said that he raped her and told her to have sex with male sex workers while he watched. In the most recent charge, a woman who only gave her name as Jane Doe says that Combs took her on a private jet to New York in 2003 when she was 17. There, he and 2 other men raped her and gave her drugs and alcohol. 2 New York laws, one of which made it possible for E. Jean Carroll to sue Donald Trump for sexual abuse and defamation and win, have given people limited time to file civil lawsuits alleging sexual abuse, even after the statute of limitations has passed. This is why the women have come forward. One of those windows shut in late November, which is why there have been so many reports lately. In response to the claims, Combs said in a statement, "I did not do any of the horrible things that are being said. I'm going to fight for the truth, my family, and my name." Vox asked Braffman and Associates, the law company that is representing the rapper in the lawsuits, for a response, but they didn't respond. People are interested in the cases in part because Combs was a powerful executive and guardian in music and fashion, but he had also been accused of violence and arrested many times in the past. These are some of the most serious accusations against a well-known person in the music business in years. Many people think that the music business has not dealt with power abuses seriously, even during the height of the Me Too movement. These days, Combs is just one of many powerful men whose claimed past behavior is being looked at again with new and harsher eyes, in some cases, thanks to the landmark New York laws. In fact, Combs is now being compared to R. Kelly, and frequent critic 50 Cent has said that he will make a show about Combs in the style of the shocking docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. The money from the show will go to helping attack survivors. The director of Surviving R. Kelly, Dream Hampton, told The Times that the founder of Bad Boy would be getting an explanation. She said, "Puff is done." There has been pushback against the Me Too movement and the legal and cultural changes that came with it. The suits against Combs show that these changes will last. Even though claims of sexual attack and abuse don't make the news every day like they did in 2017, the reckoning is still going on, and no field is likely to be safe forever. Combs is an artist and rapper who has become a big deal in fashion, music, and the media. He opened Bad Boy Records in New York in 1993, when he was still in his early 20s. Soon after, he signed Notorious B.I.G., whose 2 records helped define hip-hop in New York at the time. Combs would make stars of the 1990s like Jodeci and Mary J. Blige, and Bad Boy would become a multi-million-dollar company. "I'll Be Missing You," Combs's Grammy-winning tribute to Biggie, came out after his death in 1997 and helped inaugurate a commercial boom in hip-hop that lasted until the end of the 90s, according to Michael Spector of The New Yorker. Combs was also one of the first people to mix hip-hop, business, and comfort. His clothing line, Sean John, which he started in 1998, was known for making high-end clothes for guys. He pushed booze and tequila brands and threw fancy white parties in the Hamptons with famous people like Martha Stewart. Combs is still a wealthy and well-connected star, even though he isn't as important as he was in the 1990s. In the past few months, he's had a birthday party and record release party at the same time, and stars like Naomi Campbell and Janet Jackson were there. He also played for a sold-out crowd in London and gave a surprise $1 million donation at his alma mater's homecoming celebration. But while Combs was building his kingdom, he was also accused of many violent crimes. His crime in 1999 was hitting another executive with a chair, a phone, and a champagne bottle. The New Yorker reported that he had to pay a fine and take a class on how to control his anger. In the same year, he was involved in a shooting at a Manhattan club where he was with his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Witnesses said they saw him with a gun, but he was found not guilty after a public trial that a lot of people viewed. He has also been charged with making threats and hurting women. Gina Hinn, his ex-girlfriend, said in a 2019 interview that he had hit her with a shoe and pulled her by the hair. But until now, these findings have not been widely read by the public. CASSIE, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, sued Combs in November, saying that she had sexual assaulted her and was selling sex. New York Times was the first to report on Ventura's lawsuit. In it, she said Combs had abused her for years, starting soon after they met when she was 19 in 2005. She said he beat her many times and kicked her in the face one time. She also said that he raped her later, in 2018. He forced her to have sex with sex workers in different places while he filmed and masturbated, she also said. At some point, she said in the claim, Combs would make her watch a video she thought she had deleted after she had tried to delete the pictures and videos. Ventura's lawsuit also said that Combs and his workers threatened to hurt her music career if she spoke out against him, using his wealth and power to scare her into quiet and compliance. Combs allegedly threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car because Ventura and Cudi were dating, which was a very shocking detail. The car later went off. This is all true. A Kid Cudi representative told The Times about the car going off. Combs had told his lawyer, Ben Brafman, that Ventura was trying to threaten him. A statement from Brafman said, "For the past 6 months, Ms. Ventura has been demanding $30 million from Mr. Combs and has threatened to write a bad book about their relationship if he doesn't pay her." Even though she took back her first threat, Ms. Ventura has now filed a lawsuit full of outrageous and false claims in order to hurt Mr. Combs' reputation and get paid. Douglas Wigdor, Ventura's lawyer, said that Combs had actually offered Ventura money to keep quiet, but she turned him down. Ventura's lawsuit was settled in one day for an undisclosed amount. The singer said, "I have decided to settle this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control." However, Ventura's choice to go public with her story of abuse and attack caused more reports to come in. Combs is being sued by 3 more women. In the second claim, Joey Dickerson Neal says that he raped and drugged her in 1991. In the third, Liza Gardner says that he forced her to have sex with him in 1990 and choked her so badly that she passed out. A lawyer for Combs, Jonathan Davis, told The Times that Combs also rejected these claims. Because of Mr. Combs' fame and success, he is an easy target for accusers who try to smear him. In the most recent lawsuit, a woman named Jane Doe says she met Harve Pierre, who was president of Bad Boy at the time, and another Combs employee in Detroit when she was a junior in high school. Their claim says that they got her to take their jet to New York, where they and the rapper raped her violently after giving her drugs and booze. The suit claims that Ms. Doe has lived with her memories of this fateful night for 20 years, during which time she has suffered extreme emotional distress that has affected almost every aspect of her life and personal relationships. Ms. Doe is making the same move as the brave women who have come forward against Ms. Combs and Mr. Pierre in the past few weeks. In answer to the lawsuit, Combs said in a statement that all claims of violence were false and were made by people looking for a quick payday. Pierre has also rejected the claims. In a statement to TMZ, he said, "I have never been a part of, seen, or heard of anything like this, ever." Companies and important people in the media and business have moved away from the rapper because of the rising number of stories and their scary details. Diageo, the company that made vodka and tequila with Combs, took down his picture from its website. Capital Preparatory Schools, a New York charter school network that Combs helped grow, said they were breaking ties with him in a statement that was put on their website. The statement was later taken down. Combs also quit as chair of Revolt, a TV network he helped start in 2013. As the charges against Combs are made public, other claims are being made against famous people in the music business. Neil Portnow used to run the Grammy Awards. In November, a woman sued him, saying he had drugged and raped her in 2018. In the same month, a former worker accused music executive L.A. Babyface Reed, saying he sexually assaulted and harassed her, which hurt her job in the music business forever. They also happen at a time when a music and fashion mogul, whose career is similar to Diddy's, has lost many of his brand partnerships after making racist and anti-Semitic comments in public. And what many say was a pattern of verbal abuse and harassment that went on for years but was kept quiet because his partnerships were so profitable for brands. In 2017 and 2018, the Me Too movement made people face sexual attack and harassment in many fields, including film, media, and restaurants. However, many people in the music business thought that the industry's biggest names were mostly unaffected. Few bad things happened to R. Kelly, for example, until Hamptons is watched by many docuseries in 2019 getting by. R. Kelly brought up the claims again, even though he had been accused of having sex with girls young many times, was sued several times, and was even on trial in 2008 for child sexual abuse material. Many people said that Kelly got away with it for so long because the women who came forward to say he abused them were black. He was found guilty of sex trafficking in 2021 and given a 30-year jail term. The next year, a second 20-year sentence was added, and he had to serve all but 1 year of it at the same time as the first sentence. In 2017, 3 women went public with their claims that Russell Simmons, co-founder of Def Jam Recordings and another important player in the music business, had raped them. He, like Kelly, was the subject of a program about the claims, but he has not been charged. Now, Ventura and the other women who are suing say that one of the biggest names in music raped, threatened, and abused them. This person was a sign of hip-hop's rise to fame and popularity. In his prime, Diddy was a symbol of power and influence in business, fashion, and music. The cases against him show that people are now ready to hold that power accountable. They also remind us that the Me Too movement has made changes that will last. For example, it has changed laws and policies and made it easier for people who have been assaulted to come forward and tell their stories. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye.